A second tag for my birthday, how wonderful. Let's do this. You know what really grinds my gears? Crying children. I don't care how fucking cute they are. I don't care how much you love them. If they're crying, if they're whining, just shut them the fuck up. Listening to them is like scratching nails on a fucking chalkboard. It is sonic rape. Okay? If you're a parent, you better control your fucking child. Tell them to shut the fuck up in some way or another. You know what else grinds my gears? Online gaming trolls. By that I mean players who log on for the sole purpose of messing with other players, to play maliciously just to screw with people and aggravate them, to draw really pissed off reactions from them. And it could be in pretty much any type of online game. You could find the assholes that find a way to piss everybody off. And that's just simply because they're doing it from the protection of their own home, and they know that their identities are protected, so nobody's going to really know who they are in real life. But if you do such a thing, that probably indicates that you're a douchebag in real life as well. You know what really grinds my gears? Guys that change their personality completely when a girl is present. The reason why this pisses me off is because you're used to approaching them and talking to them in a certain manner. But when a girl is present, they're going to behave as if the way you're approaching them and talking to them is completely inappropriate. You know what grinds my gears? When people are obviously lying to me. Now, I have no problem with people lying to me in general. What I have a problem with is when people are obviously lying to me. When the lie is obvious. Now, why does that really piss me off? It's simple. It's because by making such an obvious lie and not putting enough effort into covering up your lie, you're underestimating my intelligence, and that you think that I will not pick up on such an obvious lie. And that is what I really take issue with. This might come as a shocker to most of you, but radical, irrational feminists. YouTube is filled with videos of feminists that have no logic behind their points. They use arguments, twisting around definitions, and I'm not talking only about Rebecca Watson here. I mean, she is just one tiny example of a handful of YouTube feminists that just make videos with no actual point behind their arguments. For example, I've seen feminist videos complaining about women in bikinis in commercials, saying that it's sexist and saying that it's objectifying women. Now, until you actually define what objectifying women actually means, I'm not going to pay any attention to that term, because the woman in that commercial is completely willing to be filmed with her bathing suit. Now, the guys who watch that commercial usually don't give it a second thought. All they think of is, you know what, she's kind of hot. And that's it. As soon as the commercial ends, they don't give it a second thought. It's not like they think, you know what, she is so hot, she should definitely fix me up some sandwich. You know what else really grinds my gears? Shayra. I'm just kidding, Shayra. You know I love you, and I'd have coffee with you anytime. Here's one that most of you are not really gonna expect, but you know what really grinds my gears? Money. I just hate money. I don't know why, but money is such a troublesome thing. I mean, not only consumership and shit, but money in general. I don't find what the obsession over money is. Why are so many people obsessed over money and material things? I just can never really understand this shit. People that bitch about things that don't really bother them at all. For example, I will be standing smoking somewhere, and some douchebag from half a mile away will come up to me and start bitching about my smoke. Now, he was clearly far enough away from my smoke not to really reach him and bother him, but just the sight of me smoking somehow gives him sand in vagina syndrome, and he felt the need to come over all the way to me and bitch about me smoking, just to express how much he is displeased with smoking in general. Another thing that really grinds my gears is rage quitting. For those of you who don't know what it is, if you've ever seen South Park, when Cartman goes, "Screw you guys, I'm going home." Well, that is rage quitting. When you see that you're losing in an argument for making stupid points, you just say, "You know what, you're all being really retarded and I am going to leave," and then you just close Skype or leave Blog TV or whatever. That doesn't prove that you're right, and nobody is really going to be convinced that you were chased out of the conversation somehow. You're just being a douchebag and don't know how to deal with the fact that you are wrong. So grow up and fucking learn how to deal with it. The amazing fucking atheist. That guy is just a fucking prick. I mean, he's not only a prick because he is mean to everybody, both his subscribers and everybody else in general, but he doesn't even really make coherent points. I don't even really find him funny. All he does is yell all the time. And all he does is just say, "That doesn't make any sense, that doesn't make any sense." Well, that stopped being entertaining a few hundred videos ago. And I don't really understand why so many people stay subscribed to this asshole. I mean, if he would make some proper arguments which would not be contradicted over other videos he makes, then I would probably watch his channel. But it seems like he's just making a point in order to make a video. And a few videos later, he's going to say something that is completely the opposite of what he said a few videos back. But obviously he doesn't even really respond to any criticism in most cases. Lately he has been responding to criticism, so that's a little bit of a thumbs up to him. You know what grinds my gears? Reality television. Since when did bad scripts and terrible acting become reality? If you really want reality, you should close your television. You know what else grinds my gears? Private jokes. It's pretty self-explanatory, but if you have a private joke, then tell it in fucking private. If you're in a group of people where only one more person will understand your joke, then tell it to him in private. Why the fuck tell it to so many other people who are obviously not gonna get it? The whole point of jokes is to make people laugh. And if nobody is really going to laugh from your joke, then why tell it in the first place? It's just retarded. And sometimes people will tell private jokes where nobody really understands it except themselves. You know what really grinds my gears? When I'm in the middle of watching a porno, minding my own business, watching this hot chick fuck a bunch of guys. And right like a few seconds before I'm about to come, she whips out her dick. I mean, couldn't you fucking wait until I come before you whipped out your dick? And finally, you know what really grinds my gears? Unnecessarily long YouTube videos. I mean, we have a short lifespan here on Earth. Why would you cause somebody to waste an hour just watching your stupid, retarded video that has 3 minutes of a point spread upon an hour of footage? Now, I don't really want to name any names, but Inventor Gorilla and Agent of Doubt. Now, who am I going to tag? Now, I promised that I'll stop this vicious cycle of tag videos, but I've been tagged twice in one day. Now my gut instinct tells me to tag arsenic cigarettes, but since I don't really know where the fuck I'm supposed to buy glitter around here, I'll just pass that up. And instead I will tag myself. Now how is that for self-righteousness? Okay? I don't want to pass this shit on to anybody else, so I'm just going to tag myself to make another video, a follow-up video, in the distant future at some point. I think that's fair.